such as is correct. So there is inversion, scaling, and shifting. Thank you, Angeli. Thank you. Miss, you pay attention. Okay, thank you. Because when I teach you guys just now, I am looking at my sketching that is not really to scale. I forget the equation there. Okay, thank you. Good. Baru saya ni. Hmm. So until 12:30 Okay, we extend until 12:30 Um, so 30, 1B, 1B, is 1A, is 1B, and share your Padlet, your your photo of solution. Okay. Mhm. How many of you actually right now? I mean the here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 30 means there is some student didn't do the Padlet. I will know eventually later on when I cross checking. Actually, it's not like I'm police here, like you do this, you do that. I'm not going to check. But later on, it is good reference to me. For example, oh, these students uh, always do the exercise, whatever he really follow, he really good in his class, but he still not score. Maybe that is his limit. Then that is I'm being human lah. Okay, I'm being human. But if the student don't do anything, don't participate in class, blah 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 blah, and they not perform, then for me then is giving me impression. Then it's because of the student, blah 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 lah. Okay, something like that. Because every of the class, after class, I will lock the Padlet. Mean you cannot add later on. So I will know who do the work or don't. Uh, I actually like to use Padlet. However, Padlet is limited to online mode class. I don't know how to do it later. I mean, maybe in face-to-face class, because like this, when you do the face-to-face class and I ask you to do, then you do on your own piece of paper, then how I'm going to I can compile it, but you will not get your own copy, something like that. For example, like this, you have your own copy, then I mean, both of us can refer at Padlet, something like that. First, sometime there is a pro and cons for every mod of the class. We just try to adapt. Okay. Hmm. Masih record tak ni? Masih. Takut dia tak report je. Assignment I will give beginning of week 3. I mean somewhere around week 3, but not necessarily week 3. Sometimes I give you week 4. But don't worry about the assignment. Normally I will give 1 month. I will give you 4 weeks. You will submit at the week 5. Okay. You will submit after 1 month. So no problem. Okay. And also like I told you guys, I cannot give the assignment now because student is still in and out. Week 1 and week 2. So week 3, on Sunday, most probably you will have your quiz first. And the quiz the mode is maybe not the same. For the quiz one is online. Okay, online. And then today, actually, you see, I take attendance in the second hour. I purposely do that. Why? Because I want to help the repeat student to able to scan attendance. You see, in every way I try to help the student, but sometimes we don't tell student. But now I have to tell you lah because I am being misunderstood early in the morning just now. So I purposely take the attendance second hour because I want to give the chance for the repeat student that actually cannot attend the first class, but I give them chance to scan attendance. I give them chance to scan the attendance because I do it on the second of the part of the lecture. Apa soalan dia? 1B. I still try because I need to open my own screen. How can I ask you to respond to me? Wait, mana boleh share? Difficult lah. Okay, I have to divide my screen here and there. Okay. Wait, share. Okay. Okay, refresh the screen. After this, you will also write the reflection. What have you learned from the class? To all of the students. The due date 25. What have you learned today? Something like that. I learned to do the method 3 in detail because last time I just introduced, but now I detail how to do method 3, and then we learn how to do exercise. You learn how to do the plotting for the signal that has been transformed in terms of time. Okay, because 1B1 is only signal transformed in time operation. Okay. Then I hope we have the time to do 1B2, but maybe we'll limit to one graph only lah. Okay. Okay, 12:30. So I give 12:30 until 12:35 to paste your answer because I sometimes I have to delay because everyone have their own internet limitation. Internet conditions different. During the next face-to-face class, we will try Next face-to-face class berapa jam Bila ni? Deepavali here. Day 25. 25 what time? Mana semula dulu. What time on the 25? On the 25, face-to-face class, maybe I will continue with the lecture, okay, for the first hour, and the second hour maybe do exercise, okay. But for the, okay, sorry, for the Indian student, may I know who will not attend the class tomorrow? Not tomorrow, 25. Don't worry if you're not able to, I give you consideration, right, to exam, okay? Because we have, you can watch my lecture video, okay? Because the lecture video is already put at e-learning, watch this before that. So if you're not able to attend, you just watch the lecture video lah. So may I know, just respond in Webex chat, the Indian student, you just put yes, I will attend, no, I will exam. Just put yes or no. Inside the Webex chat. Yes for attending the class on 25. No for exempting yourself. Can you put in the Webex chat? Okay. Yes or no, okay? It's okay. But thank you, Barania. You type everything, but it's okay. Yes. Okay, yes. Okay. So for the 25 class, I understand Baran, sorry, what is your name? So Barani, sorry. Because Barani is from Penang. I last time worked in Penang, so I pretty much understand the limitation. It's like 9 to 10 hour of bus. Belum lagi kira jam. So I understand. Because I actually, until now, I still taking bus from Johor to Penang. If I go to Penang lah. Okay. So it's okay. You just watch the lecture video, okay? The first hour will be lecture. Second hour will be exercise. More or less, maybe for the student that come to my class, maybe there will be exercise on quiz. I will give you exercise on the previous quiz that have to be answered by your senior. Okay, so it's already not secret anymore, means you're not going to get the same question as your senior, because we may be going to go through quiz question or past question, okay, on the second part of the lecture. Okay.
Doctor,
Yes.
for the method 1 and 2, should also I learn it or no need for the other two methods?
Who is asking?
I am Hussam, the new student.
Okay. Okay. Because this is repeat. Okay. Okay. Anyone want to answer him? Because I want to also to test other students. What about method 1 and method 2? Other students can answer him. It's not that I don't want to repeat, but I would want to, if other student being focused in my class or not, because it's repeated since last week and also today. Can everyone explain to some in Webex chat about why method 1 and 2, method 3? Can anyone explain to him? Or maybe you can interrupt using voice. Anyone? Can you answer this? Yes, proceed.
Hi, Usam. Doctor said that Doctor only teach method 3, so you wouldn't confuse with method 1 and 2. But if you insist on learning method 1 and 2, maybe you can meet the doctor personally.
Okay. And then what is the advantage of method 3? Okay, Alia, no sub. Thank you, Arina. Method 3 is already explained. Method 3 is easier, so you get confused with the modes. You don't have to, because method 3, you don't have to guess what is the mode in the first place. Method 1, you see I explaining again, but it's okay. I will explain until kiamat maybe. Method 1 and method 2, you have to identify the modes. If you guess it wrongly, the rest will go. Method 3, you don't have to do that. You can just do blah 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 blah. Then in the end, you will you guess it. This is good. Why? Sometimes if you don't know what is the most, but you still able to do the graph, we miss most of the marks still there. The problem is method 1, method 2. If you guess it correctly, your graph wrong, your answer also wrong. Okay.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, guys.
Okay, good, good. That's why, and also I don't want my students to confuse so many methods, because in the end we just want to answer the questions. Okay. And Husam, don't worry, I'm not like mad at you. I'm actually testing also other student. They actually are they in my class or not, physically and mentally. Okay. Okay. So for 1B1 figure S1A. Okay. Now answer in my WebEx chat. In WebEx chat, what is the signal is being time what? What is the operation? What is for 1B1? 1B1, what is the time operation that has happened? There are two operations. Answer in your WebEx chat. What is the time operation that has happened? I already mentioned two. Najwa masih jawab satu. Natasha masih jawab satu. So it's actually happened. First, over 3 means it is going to get bigger. Means it is going to be scaling. And -2 means there is negative, means there is inversion. But you notice there is no amplitude change. Okay. So I just sample because I cannot do check everyone. I just do sampling. For example, Nur Afifah. Nur Afifah. Okay. One negative. One negative. Kenapa 9 sini? Oh, scaling scaling. 9, 9, nanti 1, 1. You see, even I have schematic here, but I cannot share to you because it's we cannot share schematic, and also I don't want to share schematic because schematic also not every time it is correct. So you can see here, okay, time scaling means it will get bigger by 3 lah, okay, by 3. So macam mana saya nak besarkan ni? Okay, so 390, so it's get bigger in terms of time. And then there is inversion involved. Okay, so this answer is correct. Okay, this answer is correct. Okay, please check your own answer. So this answer is correct. However, it is still wrong. Can anyone tell me in the WebEx chat why this one is not entirely correct? This is careless mistake actually. Yes. Yes, Najwa. This one salah. This one should be what? X negative t over 3. Understand? If I am, I will put maybe let's say 3 marks. You be reduced by 1 mark or half. So that's why I told everyone just now. Please be careful with this and this. Okay. Okay, then we go to the next part, which is 1B1 as well, but 1B figure S1B. Wang Jiayi. Okay, so okay, 1B1. Okay, the same thing, the same operation means it's scaling and also shifting. Inversion. Okay, I increase first. So it's bigger in 3 times. Up. Wait. Macam mana? How can I see this at the same time? Where is the GIS now? Okay, I think like this. Eh, macam mana? How can I see her? How can I see her work? Too small. Macam mana? Sorry, Wan Jaya. Okay, sorry, I have to find somebody else that is more clear. Because in the end, we get answer correct or not. Okay. So the next, so it's getting bigger 3 times. So negative 10, negative 10 will be 3 times. So negative 30. Then same as well, it will be going to have shift scaling and inversion. Okay, let you see the answer. 2, 30, negative 30, 60. Okay, this one is correct. This one is correct as well as this. Okay, so full mark for this. Okay. Okay, anyone have question? If you don't have question, we go to the next one because we try to do 1B2, 1B2, but only figure S1A. Anyone have question? Okay, so far so good. Okay, now try to do 1B2 S1A. Plus figure 1B2, figure 1B2 S1A. Figure S1A. Okay. Sorry, doctor, I can't upload the both pages. Sorry, doctor, I can dig in 2 pages and make sure correct or wrong. Oh, it's okay because you're going to replace the Barani. It's okay. You're going to uh, replace this with the next answer. Okay. Anyway, I hope you guys active in the class because this is the only time that I can check you do it correctly or not. Maybe I will not check specifically you, but we will learn from your friend mistake. If your friend making mistake. Okay. That's why you need to take part in the class. Okay. Because it's impossible also, right? If you think logically, it's impossible for me to describe each of the answer, but we take by random. And we learn from each other. Try to maybe check if you want. Maybe check. Okay. Here. And then anyway, I hope so far you learning well in my class. I hope so far so good. If you think that you don't really think my method of teaching or the way is difficult or to understand, or maybe you think that I am being too many things to do in my class, or you want to have a more relaxed kind of teaching scheme or lecturer, feel free to change section because in the end it's your future. It's okay. It's just that don't change section too late because it's not good for you. Okay. And anyway, this is actually tutorial question. I will share the tutorial later on. Okay? After your class rep reminded me. Sometimes I purposely pretend I forget. Okay. So tutorial most probably sometimes I cover, sometimes I not cover in the class. Okay? But my door is always open for you because because it's my responsibility. And you can see my teaching schedule. Okay? I may or may not have meeting at any particular time, but at least you have my teaching schedule. The book by Lati, the is 60 ringgit. I don't really use this book. Actually, I didn't use this book so much. Maybe I only use this when I want to do question for quiz or test, but doesn't mean it's exactly just to get inspiration. This time continuous time pendulum. You can buy this book, okay? But I won't be using it to teach in the class. Something like that. You can buy this as your reference. Different with communication principle. Okay, communication principle. You're going to take this if you pass this subject signal. I'm using the module because we have module. Means module following the syllabus. The book not necessarily following the syllabus, and from my experience, is enough to teach using the slide, and you do tutorial, quiz, and pass test and pass exam. Is sufficient already. Okay. So okay, 1B2 for figure S1A. Okay. Where is? Okay, now you can see from the question it mentioned 1A, a signal in figure 1A and 1B has a zero value except as shown. You can see this, right? It didn't show clearly in the graph. However, it is mentioned in the wording. So is this continuous signal or not? A signal in figure 1A and S1A, S1B has a zero value except as shown. So is this signal continuous or not? How about the rest? It's continuous or not? A signal in figure S1A, S1B has a zero value except as shown. Sometimes we cannot see too clearly. Yes, correct. It's continuous. It's continuous. Sometimes we cannot see from the diagram too clearly. But later on, when you do the 1B2, you actually see it is continuous if you do correctly lah. Okay. If you don't do correctly, of course wrong lah. Okay. It's okay. It's the time like this we are making mistake. But don't do mistake in the exam. Can I don't save? Okay. Okay, you can keep on pasting. Okay, because I'm going to just to see here. For example, here we have y, t, the transform is actually x. Eh? Okay, wait. So it's now 2x. So initially it's like this. Initially. Then the transform signal is 2x 2t plus 2. Okay. So there is minimum 3 operation. Minimum. So first is time operation. Second is, this is time, time scaling. Then amplitude scaling. Then amplitude shifting. Okay. So you have 3. But sometimes maybe we can say maximum other operation, because because you can have positive or minus here, but at least there is 3. So if positive, nothing change lah. If there is negative, it means it's being inverted. Okay, so at least we have 3 operation here. So the signal will undergo time scaling. It will be bigger or smaller, this one? Smaller or bigger? So it's going to be smaller. Okay, it's going to be smaller. In terms of time, means it's going to be faster. And then in terms of amplitude, it's going to be scale. It's going to be bigger. It's going to be shift upwards. Together we see. Now, some if you are me as the lecturer, how do you going to see this?
Sorry, Doctor. I wasn't able to rotate it.
You can rotate in your gallery handphone, right? Okay. Okay, never mind. Sometimes we have joke in the class. It's okay. Alana Elise. Okay. So this yang jawapan akhir ni. Yang ke yang ni?
Belah kanan doktor. Belah kanan.
Ni ke?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So 4, 2, 3/2 negative. Okay, this one is correct. You see, now because we have do the operation, you can see it's continuous. Nampak tak? You see everyone? So it's continuous. 0 is the value. So it's continuous. If it doesn't mention, if it doesn't shown in the graph, or it doesn't mention in the wording, so high chance is not continuous. So you need to read carefully. Okay? So this one is correct. And then the way macam salah ni. This one is wrong. Tak, kenapa salah ni? This one is wrong, right? It have to be 2x in bracket 2t close bracket plus 2. Understand?
Understand, doctor.
Okay. So anyone get it wrongly? Anyone get it wrong? Okay. Okay, so you can do the rest of the exercise. Okay, then like I told you, after the class finish at 1, I going to disable this. For example, I will show to you. Wait, what should I do? Okay, share. I will disable. Okay, means you can only read, but you cannot edit anymore. And that way, I will know specifically who is the student, which student actually participated in class, who is not. So now I'm still open it because it's until 1. Okay. And then after that, go to your e-learning. Sometimes you notice I repeat. I will repeat at least for 2 weeks. Because student coming and out. So some student didn't have information yet. Okay. And after the class, please share your reflection. What you have learned today. You see here? Reflection on lecture 23 October 2022. In 1 minute. You don't have to write essay. 1 minute, in maximum 1 minute. So put here. So that is good for me. Okay, for example, a discussion topic. What I learned today, for example, you can put your name. For example, Aiman Afwan. Okay, what you have learned today. I learned to do method 3. I learned the lecturer have taught me how to do method 3, and we practice to make exercise where I have the chance to do practice on time scaling and amplitude scaling and combination of them. Combination of them is actually 1v2. Okay, and then you post lah to forum. Okay, normally this one just put your name lah, but it's okay. You can also copy paste this in 1 minute, whatever. It's just that in the end, I want to see the person that post because your name will be appear lah. Okay. So with that, we finish the class. See you in the next lecture, and I will share the recording later on. Okay. Assalamualaikum.